The federal government, in a bid to alleviate hunger in public primary schools, has insisted on continuing the National Homegrown School Feeding Program despite the nationwide lockdown of schools. This was made known to the public by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Mrs. Sadiya Farouk, on behalf of the federal government. This has, however, generated a whole lot of opinions and different talks from the citizens here in Calabar. Join me while we journey around the city of Calabar, getting people's opinion and their take on the recent development.
Some of them do feed those children, but I don't think those food that they cook is encouraging. The chicken they give them to kill, I happen to know of a lady that cook for them. You see the chicken they give to that lady, one chicken to feed 100 people. How will you cut those chickens?
Mother, how much?
So, and one is not even mature. We don't know. It's not proper. They should just stop it, because they are enriching themselves and they say they are feeding people. If you go to some schools they don't have those people at all, and they will give them money. The people that are cooking the food, they won't even cook the food.
Yeah, government, they are assisting parents to take care of it. For my own kids, I will not allow them to eat the food.
Why I'm not in school is because of coronavirus.
Ever since they said they will be sharing food, I've not seen it. How would they see her and be giving her food when she's here with me?
Reading, I'm setting questions for myself about my next class, and I'm also doing my hobbies, playing ball, playing games, watching TV.
Like they drive us that we should not come to school because of coronavirus, COVID-19. No, they don't feed us in school.
I miss my studies and my classmates, my teachers.
There's no school feeding as far as we are concerned in Nigeria. We are not aware.
We don't know where.
You understand? Except it's happening in the north. Otherwise, there's nothing happening here.
You may recall that the directive by Mr. President was that we should liaise with the state governments to work out the modality, the best modality that we're going to use to feed these children. We're not going to give these children cooked meal, so we're not going to bring them to the schools. We had options. Together with the governors, we had about 4 options. One was to either have a large-scale food distribution to the households of these children in these communities, that is door-to-door distribution. The other is a designation of a center where these food rations can be picked by the households where these children belong. These children are within a community. The cooks we are going to use, the school headmaster, they all know these children where they come from. So it's for the distribution of the rations, and we are going to be very mindful of the social distancing. We're not bringing the children to the school. There must be a way to give this food anyway. There must be a way. Either you go and take it door to door, you are still using people to go and do it, or you have it in a center where people will come and pick, minding the social distancing. Or we distribute vouchers to these households where these children come from, and then we have a designated a shop or trader shop where they can pick these rations. We're going to use the vendors that already are accredited. They are the ones that provide these food materials to these cooks that they cook. We're also going to use our own personnel. We're going to use the community service development program personnel that we have in every community to do all this work. The work has to be done, and we must find a model to do it. And we have all agreed with the governors that this is the modality we are going to use to distribute this food. We are not bringing the children to give them this food.
Some parents supported the continuation but pleaded for transparency. Recall that the National Homegrown School Feeding Program, which kicked off in 2016, was aimed at providing free school meals for pupils in public primary schools and has benefited over 7.5 million pupils in 46,000 public primary schools. In Calabar, Alicia Johnson reporting for FAD 360 TV.